Welcome everybody to another very interesting build, this time built around SIMIC, Ivy, Gleeful Spellthief, a legendary fairy rogue that allows us to copy spells whenever they target a single creature, and this means we can utilize it in a full potential if we have a lot of spells that target a single creature. And of course, in my typical way, I don't want to build something that already everybody else has. MTG Malone and a lot of other creators already made a deck built around spells that target a single creature. I wanted to build something that utilizes enchantments, and yes, on the right side you see enchantment synergy cards that allow us to, with Ivy, also to copy enchantment because they're single pointed spells, so they just target one of our creature. Not only it is allow us to draw cards with our Drake, but also grow our Kami, for example, or put counters with our visitor to finish out the games really fast. And we are talking here about our combo research, of course, also common card used into this build with spells, but also we talk about 4 copies of Audacity and 3 copies security bypass to just being unable to block, but often also 1 Kami with trample or a creature with Audacity is already enough to finish the game as early as on turn 4 or turn 5, but this deck is also possible to go a little bit longer games. This is why it makes it a little bit more different and a little bit maybe more interesting, because you haven't saw something like SIMIC enchantments. And on the left side we have nothing new, there is literally just the spells that are very good in blue. We are talking about March of Swirling Mist, but also some protection with Tamiyo Safekeeping, and there is some new cards from green coming out that will definitely play into this role really good. Sleep out the back, of course, not only your creatures can get protected, but also maybe some lethal damage can be prevented by phasing out opponent's creature, and also 2x shore up that plays amazingly also alongside with Ivy, because if we attack every turn with Ivy, what we want to do, because we don't want to block with our Ivy, we can also untap it in our opponent's turn to just being able to prevent some damage, or maybe catch some opponents off guard that think they can attack. For the mana base I went with 21 lands, and you really don't need much more. Sometimes I even had some games where I got mana flooded, but I think this is more the shuffler than really the amount of cards that I put in my library, because sometimes I don't draw my 3rd land, sometimes I draw just 7 lands in a row. But enough about the shuffler, let's go to the gameplay and check out how this SIMIC enchantments will perform. Welcome everybody to this beautiful SIMIC enchantment deck against Kitsune Mushi. On the draw is okay hand. We can go really fast, really aggressive, so let's see what my opponent has to offer here. And here Ivy from the top. You cannot believe how long I try to make interesting deck around Ivy, because this was just something that I really... Can I take a time off? I don't think so, right? I can't. Next turn I can double spell, so this will be, I think, better here. Let's combat research on you. And let's go with some counters and some trample on top. This is a turn 2, 5-3. Not bad, huh? Let's see if my opponent has an interaction for it, and if my opponent can do something against it, because next turn we're gonna play Ivy, and then Audacity if we draw green source, otherwise we keep Sleep Out the Back open, and see what we are able to produce from here. This is a Boros spells deck, so we're gonna see. It will be interesting, will be definitely interesting how this will perform and how my opponent can do here something. He can definitely also play Homesick Courage out of the graveyard. So my opponent's turn 3 is also really powerful one. This will be 10 damage next turn with Vigilance. So let's see if the Sleep Out the Bank will be necessary here. Most likely. Most likely it will be necessary. This is 14 damage in the face on turn 3. Super powerful, super good. Another one of you is not really necessary. This is why let's play... I could also play Audacity. No, let's play Ivy. Let's play Ivy and say no thank you. And next turn we're gonna try to finish out this game, because otherwise I'm dead. Otherwise this will be really difficult, except we maybe draw some interesting stuff. Draw some interesting possibilities. Okay, opponent goes in with 4 mana open. Let's take it out. Let's see what my opponent has to do here. And do I care? No, not really. I want to keep the Ivy here. Maybe I can use her as a blocker. Another Virtuoso, okay. 7 damage. That's a lot. Something like March will be really powerful now. Another Slip Out the Back, okay. So I can play Virtuoso. And I need to attack here alone. Keep the both of them as blockers open. Let's see. Let's see. My opponent has something else to offer than just 2 Virtuosos. Resolve? What is he casting? What is this? Put a 1 counter creature against lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. Okay. It gets lifelink and indestructible. Take action. Take action. Resolve. Next. So opponent wants to trade. This is okay, but also gaining some life. And let's see what we're gonna draw from here. A Shore Up and a March. Oof. Oof, March is actually really good, huh? So let's see if we can do something against it. 1 green mana is missing, huh? 1 green mana will be a really nice draw, but hey, you cannot have everything. And especially with 21 land, we cannot have the possibilities here. So opponent goes with infantry. Sure. Do not cast anything else. I'm counting. I am counting, my friends. We're gonna take a 4. Let's see if my opponent has maybe some other spells here. Let's... should we miss them both? I think so. 1, 2. Submit Shore Up. 1, 2. Resolve. Take action. Resolve. Resolve. Interesting game. Interesting game, to be honest. Pass. My turn. Okay. Okay. Another green source is great. So let's go on the Visitor. Put a counter on Ivy. Take action. Put another Audacity on Ivy. And then we can repeat it. Jesus. Repeat it one more time. Putting some counters here on Ivy. Take action. Another Audacity. Next. And let's see if this will be enough or not. Somebody is texting me. Oh, okay, okay. So let's see. I can block one of them, prevent the damage from them, slip out the back another one, and then theoretically we have resolve, take action, put more counters on it. Okay, okay. Here we go. Opponent discards. What are you? Double striker. Okay, pass. Show my friend. Let's take the 3. Let's block here one time. My opponent has some extra tricks maybe in the hand. Okay, but the blockers are already assigned as far as I understood. No need to. The blockers are assigned, we draw some cards. A land and Tamiyo Safekeeping. And this is a good game. Right? A good game! Enchantments Ivy. Enchantment Ivy finally works how it should work. So let's go next. And here we are in our next game against Misha's OG. Bro, OG. Surprisingly how long the game took previously, because usually in my testing the games were not longer than 2-3 minutes maximum. I think the last game was like 7-8 minutes at least, so pretty long game. But we're gonna see now what is my opponent playing here and what are we gonna do against our Azorius soldiers. Okay, possibilities are there. Let's see. Yeah, was actually okay. Let's attack with the visitor. Opponent's like, what SIMIC enchantments? What are you playing? Why do you have blue in your deck? Because we are utilizing the green power and the blue annoyance to draw out of this deck. Next turn, security bypass, visitor, yeah, sounds good. Or do you think he will have whatchamacallit? Oh, Audacity. I mean, if he has Brutal Qatar, then I definitely wanna march, right? So in this case, I can security bypass or just Audacity and keep things open. Let's grow the things. My opponent gonna flash in the Reinforcer. And we gonna say, okay, flash it in, my friend. Let's go for 6. Am I happy to trade for the token with the visitor? No. No, not really. Don't wanna trade with him. And in the end step, my opponent gonna play it in. Here it comes. The Reinforcer. Reinforced the game. Sure, my friend, sure. So next turn, visitor into bypass most likely. My opponent hits the third land. Strike. Okay. Strike officer is not what I was expecting, to be honest with you. But sure. So I always need to keep at least 1 mana open and a blue spell to mist the Kami. Shore Up changes the things a little bit. So let's go with the security bypass. Grow it out of the reach of everything my opponent has to offer here. And Shore Up is amazing against Brutal Qatar. I don't know if you knew that. But Shore Up is great. Opponent cannot block. He can draw a card, yes. He can top deck Brutal Qatar, yes. But my Shore Up will definitely be a beater against his soldier decks. And get down to 5, my friend. Let's get him down. Let's get him down. The green can go because I don't have so much green here. And sleep out the back is also great. Good draw against soldiers, definitely. 4 mana, let's see. If my opponent has something else to offer here. If he has something to offer here. Because he needs to deal with Kami. Next turn, this is unblockable, 9 damage with trample. Good game, my friend. Mishra's OG. You don't play Mishra, you play soldiers. But OG still. Let's go next. Here we are going second against Hugozi Hackenbush. Honestly not happy with this hand. We could draw a lot of cool things. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. The tempo is not really here. Going on the draw is also not... fuck. Let's keep it. Let's try it. Mono red. I thought so. Yeah? This will be a difficult dance, but a dance nonetheless. Next turn we're gonna play Shredder, because Shredder can hold off some of this nonsense that my opponent can provide. The 2/2 thingy is not bad. Sure. Let's play the green souls. Let's play the Shredder because Drakes can draw me cards. And Shredder is a great blocker. My opponent most likely will play with fire. He kept it in the hand because he plans to attack with Epicure or whatever he has to offer here. And... oh, yes. Oh, no. This is 6 damage, huh? A lot of damage. A lot of damage. What should I say? Let's play Ivy. Let's play Combat Research. Painful Combat Research. Take action. Take action. Sure, land, yeah. Drake can go. No attacks. Ivy's a little bit stronger, a little bit better. Shredder can hold off some damage, but I believe my opponent has a lot of burn spells in his hand. Otherwise I don't know what else my opponent can run. And we're gonna see what we can do next. Lightning Strike maybe on Shredder? Decline. 3 damage to Ivy, we don't want to do that, but against Mono Red, super difficult like this. Super difficult. Down to 5. Down to 3, I'm sorry. My opponent theoretically could have won, right? Theoretically. Nope. And the turn. So I can take only 1 damage. Or 1 creature can go through. Let's go. Let's see what we're gonna draw. Otherwise there is nothing I can draw that would help me. Missed. Missed is too late, but it's okay. Mono Red on the play. This is super powerful deck on the play. I think on the draw we would have our chances. On the draw we would have the chance, but let's go next. And here we are against Waka Waka. On the play with the 1 land, I'm not playing with you. Wow, game. Ah. No. Okay. Horus can go. Drake can draw me cards theoretically. So Kami can go. Yup. I think this is the only play I have available currently. To maximize or to provide some value. Let's play you. Can play Kami, right? Yeah, even if it cut down the Kami, Kami can come back, so it's not so painful as it will be with, for example, Ledge Shredder. This is not a land game. Definitely not a land, but... Next turn, 3 mana open. Play something, I need to sacrifice things, right? Now let's play the Drake. Let's play out my draw engine, go for 2 damage and see what my opponent has to offer on turn 3. I expect Lily, a Flesh Gorger. Okay, Flesh Gorger is not a biggie. Not a big at all. Land, game, land. Land needed to be played. So let's go like this, I would say. I believe I cannot give my opponent the chance to recover super fast. Because if I start slowing it down, it will be really difficult for me. Otherwise, we're gonna see. Draw card. Green source is okay. Let's play you, let's play Ivy. Let's say next. Let's go with Drake. And you resolve, pass, and stay here. Will be difficult to play against Sheoldred. Sheoldred is a B. Sheoldred is definitely a B. Slip out the back on the Drake. Take action. Drake draws me a Tamiyo Safekeeping. Okay. Why not? Kami can prevent some damage. Let's see if my opponent has a 2 mana drop, so it will grow my Shredder. This is why Kami is here. Yes, he can grow it. This is good. Land is not needed right now. Shore up. Okay. Definitely interesting, but we're gonna see what we can produce from here. Bring him down to 9, and let's see if we can maybe combine Tamiyo Safekeeping with Shore Up to deal with some shenanigans my opponent has to offer. Right, because... Okay, draw another card, sure. Get another life. Shore up on you. Take action. Untap. Draw a card, another Ivy, okay, resolve. And then... let's block it how? Like this? I think this is a good block, no? Yeah. And then let's go on Tamiyo Safekeeping. Take action. Resolve. Another one of you. Resolve. Next. It's okay. Another underdog, okay. It's not a biggie. My turn. Combat research, huh? So, this is 3-6. You think he can kill me next turn? Let's see. Resolve. I need a blue source. Take action. Yes. This blue source can actually go. Next. Let's go 1-2. Make some noise here. Draw additional cards. Okay, another Ivy and another Shredder. Okay, and the turn. So I believe I need to go for lethal damage, right? This is 3, 6, 7. Can I pump them somehow? Ah, fuck. This is 3 damage. I go down to 4. I block here. This deals me 2 damage. Yeah, let's do it. Autoplay. Take action. Take action. Block here. I think this is my only chance. This is why I'm playing it this way. Six, 7, 8. Don't tell me we are 1 damage off. We are 1 damage off. One freaking damage off. Somewhere I went wrong. I think we could have won it if I put somewhere 1 damage more. And here we are, most likely in our last game against Inugi with our Ivy enchantments that are finally slightly playable, not super playable, but slightly playable. And my opponent is on mono red. Okay. Sure, my friend. Play your mono red. Nobody will be mad about it. I will be a little bit mad, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, my opponent with kissing. Wow, this means my opponent has 1 million plays here, 1 million possibilities here. Let's play the Drake, I would say. We need to draw a little bit of cards. We need to have some other possibilities here. And my opponent has a bunch of removal in his hand. This is why this will definitely be a painful one. Sure. Take away the lightning strike. Reduce the amount of damage we are getting in here. Playing the Drake to draw some extra cards. My opponent has more removals in his hand. So let's see if it will be enough to kill the Drake, because he needs two removal and follow up, right? Like there is no other possibility. Let's slip out the back. We need to draw cards. Another land is not good. Another land, wow, game. Game decided to give me all it got. And we say, sure my friend, 3 mana warfare, okay. Deal some damage. No blocks. Down to 7. Let's put on you. Now it's a 4. Shredder is actually okay, right? So let's play the Shredder. A little bit too late. I would like to have it before, but sure. Let's see if my opponent can now double spell. 4 mana. Can do a lot. Mono red can do a lot with 4 mana. Ooh. What does he exiles? Instant, okay. Wow. This is much lands for 21 lands in the deck. This is a lot of lands. Perfect answers here. 3, 2, 3. Shredder will die anyway, right? 5. This is 3. Flyer. Need to keep the flyer alive. Cannot take so much damage. The last draw. Wow. Game. What should I say? What should I say, my friends? Nothing else to say than amazing draw with 21 lands, 7 lands on the top of my library, and the opponent with Kumano Face Kakazan finishing it off. let's make a cut here. Let's make a cut. First off, will I recommend to craft a deck? No. No. It doesn't perform as good as I want to perform. You see, maybe the game thinks we are an aggro deck, and we can go really fast, we can have really explosive turns, but not always. You see, maybe if we draw not the right cards, we will not have the right possibilities. But I think the interesting idea is behind playing enchantments, grow everything, and then copy also the enchantments with our Ivy. I think this is definitely a really interesting idea, and I do not recommend to craft in general any cards. I don't know if some of you maybe saw, I made a post. Because the new set, Pyrexen All Will Be One, is a very powerful set, amazingly powerful. I think since Eldraine and Ikoria comes slightly after Eldraine, I haven't saw such a powerful set with such a powerful individual cards in Magic in general. Like, I mean, maybe there in the 90s been some sets, but I think the current set that you are playing most likely in Arena, Throne of Eldraine is definitely top 1, and top 2 is between Ikoria, and the set is currently being spoiled, Pyrexen All Will Be One. And we haven't even saw all the spoilers, but the cards that I already saw will make Mono Black an amazing deck. Mono Green will come back slowly but surely. There are some amazing spells, some versatile spells, and this is a really important part, that the spells in Mono Green are versatile, like for example Blizzard Brawl. You remember all our favorites, everybody wanted to ban it, and there are some amazing blue cards that gonna, I think, will be really annoying, and they gonna ban multiple cards out of the set, maybe even in the first few weeks, but I think around about a month some cards will be see some bannings, because they are just power level for standard. I'm talking just standard, historic, explorer. I think some cards are still very powerful for these formats too, but for standard, these cards are way too, let's say, they don't have a fair counter play, except you play mono blue and you can counter everything, and the power level will be so high that a lot of people will be using these cards, and this will make the meta a little bit more stale, so people will start playing all the same cards. Like we have now the possibility with the design with Cheeky Bricky or with Sheoldred. You cannot even think about a deck that is red or black that contains not one of each, so one of Sheoldred or one of Cheeky Bricky. How is it called? Not Kumano Face Kakazan, is this one. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, yeah. So, and I think Pyrexen will be very similar. It has really powerful cards in different colors, and these cards will be dominating the standard decks, so you will not be imagining a deck built without this card. And everything built without these cards will be automatically tier 3, tier 4, and so on, so not as powerful. This is why I don't recommend to craft any deck. I'm gonna show you for the next video, I'm gonna show you a mono white list that contains almost 0 new cards, and is performing for me until now amazingly. I don't want to spoil too much, but you're gonna see it soon, because this is a deck I'm trying to reach Mythic now, and so far it's almost flawless, like really flawless. I'm playing it on mobile, I'm playing it here a little bit to just track the win rate, but you're gonna see it, don't worry. And you don't need to craft there a lot. The most cards you will have most likely they are from previous sets, from previous rotation. Just a mono white deck that is really abusing the current mid-range meta, and has some really powerful utilities that I haven't really saw so many people playing. I know, for example, Hello Good Game, he's a big fan. He's farming, milking the mono white Milky White version 69, whatever he brought last time. And I didn't even saw from him such a version, let's say, because this version has tools against everything, and it's just really explosive. It can go longer game, it can grind. So yeah, but I'm gonna show it to you. It's nothing like super creative, but it's a really powerful list where you don't need to invest your wild cards. So if your fingers are itching to craft something new, to play with something fresh, try maybe some older cards, do that better than investing your wild cards, because you will need every single wild card in the Pyrexen All Will Be One set, because the set is such a powerful expansion. On this set, I hope you enjoyed this deck, I hope you like my take on Ivy, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao!